Okay, so of course, the only way to wash the taste of the worst of the week out of our mouth is with the best of the bunch. This week, the best of the bunch was unquestionably the war for the Planet of the Apes. Now, I am a big ape fan. We did, back in the day, back on kind of the older version of the show, we did a whole episode dedicated to the Planet of the Apes series. But at that point, I had not yet seen War for the Planet of the Apes. I was looking forward to it, thought I would like it. But here's the deal. This is the third movie in the latest, grouping of 8 movies. I liked the first one a lot. I liked the second one a fair amount, but not quite as much as the first. I kind of thought the third would probably continue along those lines, even though it's gotten really strong reviews. This is probably the best of the, well, not only is it the best of the bunch for the show, it's the best of the bunch for your new ape movies, and probably the second best ape movie of all time. We're not going to beat that first ape movie, folks. War for the Planet of the Apes is phenomenal. We are even further into the future in the ape revolution here. Humanity is at its lowest point. There is not a lot of humans left, and worse, humanity has become afflicted with a plague that is making them lose intelligence and become mute. This is truly the chance for the apes to take over. Woody Harrelson plays an army general type guy who does not want to go gentle into that good night. He's going to kill him some apes first, man. We, of course, once again follow Caesar, played through motion capture by Andy Serkis, and his band of apes as they head out to try and stop Woody Harrelson. And in all honesty, the apes didn't want to have anything to do with Woody Harrelson. They were happy to let him and the rest of humanity be until Woody showed up on their doorstep, killed him a bunch of apes, including one of Caesar's children, and I think wife. Ugh. Listen, this movie is just great. It is a movie about survival, and like a lot of great science fiction, there's a degree of allegory here, as the problem facing the apes is a real one in terms of Woody Harrelson and his team, but there's also an existential crisis for Caesar at the heart of this, which is who does he want to be? And as we're, since we want to see ourselves in these apes in the movie through the allegory, who do we want to be? Because Caesar has set out on this mission of revenge with just a small party of apes, and now, he's furious. He wants to, because his wife and child were killed, now he wants to kill the last of the humans. Along the way, they encounter a little girl who has been abandoned by her family and who is suffering from that plague. So she can't talk anymore. And the automatic assumption is that, that she doesn't have any cognition anymore, that she's not still, conscious really, that she has become an animal. But throughout the movie, we come to see that no, there's still something going on up there. She is still a being, and a being who deserves our respect and our compassion, which is a thing Caesar doesn't want to see. But it's a thing that, of course, throughout the movie, he comes to understand and see. And he comes to, understand and sympathize with the humans, even as the humans continue to do terrible things to the apes. And so the question becomes centrally not only how to survive, but how to survive with our ideals intact. And like I say, be who we want to be. How do we not become the monsters that we're fighting? That's the question at the heart of War of the Planet of the Apes, which is a super heavy and heady question for what had ought to be a movie about a bunch of apes shooting dudes. Like I said, this is just a great movie, a terrific wrap up to this current ape trilogy that does leave room for there to be more ape movies yet. If you haven't seen it, man, you oughta. Great stuff. 4.5 stars.